Today we will learn how to multiply a mixed number by another mixed number. We're going to use a method similar to partial products. First, I'm going to draw a box. When I draw this box, I want to leave plenty of room to show my work. This 3 is worth 3 whole, so I will write it right there. This is worth 1/2. This 2 is worth 2 whole and 4/5. So I'm going to multiply each box at a time. 3 times 2 is 6 whole. And then I'm going to multiply 3 times 4/5. You learned yesterday how to multiply a whole number by a fraction using a model, but we want to be a little faster about this because this is just one piece of this huge puzzle that we're working on today. So we are going to represent this 3 whole in fraction form. I need to do this without changing the value of 3 whole. So I'm going to write a 1 underneath it because 3 divided by 1 is still worth 3. Only now I can multiply my numerators. 3 times 4 is 12. And multiply my denominators. 1 times 5 is 5. Now this is written in improper fraction form. So I'm going to turn it into a mixed number. 12 divided by 5. Write it how you say it. And I ask myself, what times 5 gives me close to 12? 2 times 5 is 10. And I have 2 left over out of 5. So the answer is 2 2/5. I'm going to record that in this box. Now I'm going to multiply 1/2 times 2 whole. And again, I want to multiply this using the easiest method that I know. So I'm going to put a 1 underneath this whole number because having 2 divided by 1 still gives me the same amount of 2. Only now I can easily multiply my numerators. 1 times 2 is 2, and my denominators. 2 times 1 is 2. Ooh, what do I know about having 2 pieces out of 2? It equals 1 whole. So I'm going to write that in this box. And now I will multiply 1/2 by 4/5 to put in this box. One times 4 equals 4, and 2 times 5 equals 10. In this box, I have all of the products that I have multiplied. Now I need to put all of these products together. So I'm going to use the operation of addition. So I have 6 whole plus 1 whole plus 2 whole and 2/5 plus 4/10. I have a problem. I can't add these fractions together because they don't have the same denominator. So I'm going to change them into being cut into the same amount of pieces. So I'll leave the 6 whole alone, plus 1 whole, plus 2 whole. This is going to have a denominator of 10. And this one already has a denominator of 10, so I just need to write it down. So what do I do to get from 5 to 10? Times 2. Do the same thing to the top. 2 times 2 is 4. Now I can go through and add all of these numbers together. 6 whole plus 1 whole is 7. Plus 2 is 9. 4/10 plus 4/10 is 8/10. 9 8/10 is my answer. If for some reason I were taking a multiple choice question test and I didn't see 9 8/10 in the answer choices, then I would try to find an equivalent fraction of 9 8/10. I know that 8 and 10 are both even numbers, so they can both be divided by 2 evenly. So I'm going to leave my whole number alone. 8 divided by 2 is 4, and 10 divided by 2 is 5. So 9 4/5. I'm going to show you another method using this exact same problem. 3 1/2 times 2 4/5. So in this method, I'm going to convert these mixed numbers into an improper fraction. So 2 times 3 equals 6, plus 1 equals 7, and I keep my same denominator. So having 3 1/2 is the same thing as having 7/2, or 7 out of 2. I did not change the value. Now I'm going to take this mixed number and convert it to an improper fraction. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 4 is 14, and keep the same denominator. And now this is in a format where I can easily multiply my numerators across. You might have to set up a multiplication problem on the side so that you can figure out what 7 times 14 is. 7 times 4 is 8. Carry your 2. 7 times 1 is 7. Plus 2 is 9. Okay, so 98 is my numerator, and 2 times 5 is 10. Okay, now we can do something about having an improper fraction. We're going to turn it into a mixed number, write it how you say it. So that means as I am writing, or as I'm saying something, I'm writing what I'm saying. So I'm writing 98. Then I'm writing the division sign, divided by 10. So what times 10 gives us close to 98? 9. 9 times 10 is 90. I have 8 left over out of 10. And once again, if you don't see 9 8/10 in the answer choices, it could be that they're looking for the lowest form, which would be 9 4/5. You can choose either of these methods to help you solve multiplication problems of a mixed number by a mixed number.